Good morning, Coach. Let's talk about this big game we've got at TCU this week.
Okay, well, welcome to the first pregame press conference of 2010. We are excited to get started. It feels like it should be that time. We've had, I think, probably everybody says this, but I think our camp's been good, and I think it's just about time to play and see where we are with this team at the beginning.
Mike, you will go in the day before and actually get a walkthrough, which you don't usually do for a league game. Is that just to see that place and get those guys acclimated, I guess, to the surroundings?
Had a former, a coach friend that played there last year and suggested, if he had one piece of advice, he said go do a practice the day before the game there to kind of get the wow factor out of the way. So we're going to go down there instead of practicing here and then going down there. We're going to get up a little earlier and fly down there and then practice at the stadium about 5:15, I think, Friday night, which is about game time, a little before game time the next day. I think it'll work out well, and go see the stadium and do our regular pregame walkthrough there.
Mike, you mentioned the wow factor. First start for Cats. Do you expect that to be part of his game at all, or do you think you've seen enough in fall camp and backing up last year that he's going to be pretty solid?
Oh, I think Ryan's well prepared, and that's the best prep. You know, that's the best thing for him as far as the confidence and being able to handle. There'll still be some butterflies now. I mean, it's his first start, and you know, he has been looking forward to this for a long time. You know, that's what as soon as they decide where they're going to college, really, they start thinking about that time when they're going to get to play and how that road's going to go. So he's been here over 2 years, and he's well prepared. And I think with that preparation comes a natural excitement, which is a lot of different emotions. But he'll be fine. He'll go out and compete. You know, I think it's probably, with the way we practice, I was thinking about this yesterday, it's been over 2 years since he's been tackled, too. Now, I hope he doesn't get tackled. That would be a good thing, but chances are, you know, he will. So it'll be his first live football action in a while. He's played a little bit in the games last year, but pretty exciting time for him.
And I guess we've been talking about this for a while since you got this game with the Rogers brothers going back there. They tend to downplay that a little bit, but do you think it's a pretty big deal to them and for this program to have an opportunity for them to play in their home state?
I really think it probably is exciting for them, but I do think that you know, they're thinking of probably the bigger picture of winning the football game. You know, and I heard somebody say something to James about seeing friends and family and doing all that, and then he made the comment, well, we're going down there to win, you know, and I think that, you know, that if there's a concern there somewhere, that's never been one for me. I think it's exciting to be able to go back there and play, and probably has an added attraction for them. But I think all of our guys, especially them, see the bigger picture of going back there to win.
Mike, getting back to Ryan Katz, in a situation like this, with all the trappings of the stadium, the trip, his first game as the starter, and all the hype from spring till now, do you call plays a little differently in the first quarter as he gets started? Do you treat it any differently?
You know, I think that we, first of all, in the plan, you know, people have talked about, are we going to scale everything back for him? And I think that we've tried a new approach to the installation of our plays and hopefully made it better learning for everybody, not just the quarterback. But we've had a big package for him during fall camp. You know, our volume is just about all in at this stage, so he's got it all right there in front of him. And then we'll be selective as to what we're going to do in the ball game, and then how we start it out. We will start it out according to what we think we need to do to win the game. So it's you know, we think he's capable of and expect him to execute whatever's there. and I don't think that there will be a major part of that thought process will be about holding stuff back and getting him going and all that. We want to get in every game. In our whole lives, we always realize the importance of getting the quarterback started well. But so I don't think that will be any different for Ryan.
With the team, have you noticed an increasing sense of anticipation and excitement as you get closer and wind camp down?
There's no question that you know, the tone of everything starts to change about 10 days before, you know, because you start doing a little bit of preparation for the first opponent, and you can feel that throughout the team. I think that there's been I wouldn't say added, it's been a very enthusiastic camp, but there's a new enthusiasm for what's been going on in the last few days.
Burke Ellis seems to be running with the first string at guard. How do you feel about him going into the season as your new starter there?
I think Burke Ellis has prepared himself very, very well and competed very hard for that spot. I think that the other guys around him that were in that position, Michael Lambs and Ryan Coles and Colin Kelly at one time, I think all those guys, you know, amongst that group, they all worked very hard. And I think that Burke, in our minds, has earned the starting position. And, you know, he's going to be in there with a lot of guys that have played a lot, which is good, but I think he's ready for it.
When you look at TCU, they got the veteran quarterback. What kind of problems do you see Dalton posing?
Well, I think you're talking about a veteran quarterback that's won a lot of games and executes their offense very well and is talented. So, you know, that major factor going into the game. They're a versatile offensive football team, and the quarterback, you know, that is returning and has been successful and has won games and has been productive is a major part of their 2010 team. So, you know, it's going to be something that they're a hard team to defend. We're going to have to do a great job and sound job defensively in a whole bunch of different ways. We're going to have to be great on detail of assignment. We're going to have to be great in the open field tackling. We're just going to have to be sound throughout the play.
Mike, do you feel like your guys get the fact of how good this team is they're facing, or do you feel like they have to be out there for half a quarter or so to get the message across? Because they've probably just seen parts of the Fiesta Bowl and they watched them on film, but like you and the other coaches say, this is a terrific team on both sides of the ball.
This is a really, really good team, maybe as fast a team as we've seen, you know, overall. I think that is not hard for our players to watch the film and see the quality of this opponent. These guys not only have talent, but they have a program. They all those things that we talk about, what we would like, that time to build a program, to have a system, they've done that. And so it's very easy to see that this is a good team on film. I think there's already a ton of respect by our team for the quality of the opponent.